You ever feel like your bank account is some kind of puzzle you just can't crack? I mean, you're trying to do all the right things, but somehow stressed is still your #1 financial advisor. Well, we're about to dive into a truly life-changing plan from the book All Your Worth, and it promises to fix that for good.
Yeah, I'm guessing this feels pretty familiar, right? It's like you're on a treadmill. You're working harder and harder, putting in the hours, but your bank account is just stuck. And then at the end of the month, where did it all go? It's like it just vanished. It is such a frustrating cycle. And believe me, you are definitely not alone in feeling this way.
And here's the thing. It's kind of a tough truth to swallow. The old rules, they just don't apply anymore. Back in the day, just working hard was pretty much a guaranteed ticket. But today, it's not enough. You have to be smart with your money to actually get ahead. So many of those financial advice books, they seem like they're written for people who already have a pile of cash just waiting to be invested. But this one is different. It's for the rest of us, really. It's for anyone who actually worries about money and just wants a practical, real-world way to build a secure future starting right from where you are today. All right, so this is where things get really interesting. What if I told you to just forget about budgeting, to stop tracking every single penny, and to stop feeling guilty about that morning coffee or a takeout dinner? The real secret isn't about some crazy restrictive budget. Nope, it's all about finding balance. So, what is financial balance, really? Well, it's pretty simple. It means having enough money for your bills, having some left over for fun, and still putting some away for your future dreams, all without the stress. It's a way to manage your money for the long haul, so you can stop obsessing over it and actually, live your life. And you know what? The way to get there is so much simpler than you'd think. It's all about this one idea, the balanced money formula. Just picture your after-tax income, everything you take home, split into 3 simple buckets: 50% for your must-haves, 30% for your wants, and a really powerful 20% that goes straight to savings. That's it. So simple, but absolutely life-changing. Okay, so let's just make sure we're super clear on what these categories mean. Must-haves, that's the stuff you absolutely have to pay to survive, right? Your rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, insurance. Then you have wants. That's, everything else. It's the fun stuff that makes life enjoyable. Dining out, your hobbies, that Netflix subscription, vacations. Getting this difference is totally the first step. And here is where the magic really happens. When you cap your absolute necessities at 50%, you automatically unlock a full 30% of your income for all that fun stuff. And it is 100% guilt-free. And the best part? That last 20% is just automatically building your wealth for the future. It pretty much takes willpower completely out of the equation. Saving just happens.
If you are finding this video helpful, please make sure to hit that like button and share it with someone who this might help and be a benefit to their financial decision-makings. Your support means a lot to me and helps the channel grow, allowing the YouTube algorithm to show this content to a bigger crowd. More people can benefit from these ideas and hopefully improve their financial well-being.
Okay, so now we have the formula. The next logical step is to figure out where you stand right now. It's time to kind of diagnose your own spending and see if you might be out of balance. So just take a second and be honest with yourself. Do you really know where your money goes each month? Because if you don't have a clear picture, it's pretty much impossible to change anything. This is where we got to get real with the numbers and see how they stack up against that perfect 50-30-20 balance. Now, to see what this looks like in the real world, the book gives us a couple of fantastic examples. We've got 2 different families here. Both are struggling with money, but for totally different reasons. Let's break it down. So, first up, we've got Brett and Brandy. Now, their problem was that their must-haves, we're talking their house, their cars, were eating up a whopping 80% of their income. 80%! They were totally house poor, with almost nothing left over for fun and certainly nothing for savings. Then, on the other, Andy have Monica. Her must-haves were totally fine, just 40%. Her issue, her wants, had completely ballooned all the way up to 60% of her income. I mean, she was having an awesome time in the present, but it was absolutely coming at the expense of her future. And this right here is the big takeaway. It doesn't actually matter why you're out of balance. Whether you're buried in must-haves or going a little crazy on the wants, the solution is always the same. You just have to get back to that 50-30-20 balance. So, the big question is, how do you actually do that? Well, let's get into our final section, which lays out a super clear, actionable plan that you can use for, well, the rest of your life. All right, here it is, the 4 simple steps. Step 1, figure out your total after-tax income, what you actually bring home. Step 2, you got to cap those must-haves at 50%. Step 3, go ahead and plan your fund with that 30% want money. And step 4, pay your future self first by automating that 20% straight into savings. And this is the promise of what happens when you put it all together. You stop counting pennies and start balancing the big dollars. You build wealth automatically every single month. You get to spend money on fun totally guilt-free. And you create a plan. When you get right down to it, this whole thing is about one simple idea: getting your money to just fade into the background where it belongs. That way, you can finally focus on what really matters in your life. It's such a powerful concept, and it really only leaves one question. Are you ready to start living?
Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks for watching. I'm Finance Puppy, and here's to a better financial tomorrow. Cheers!